for millions of years. The great white shark has ruled the oceans as one of the most feared predators ever to exist. Its body is built for sudden violence. Its jaws can crush bone. Its senses can detect the faintest electrical signals from living animals. Even seals, dolphins, and large fish can become prey when a great white rises from the darkness below. Yet in certain waters off the coast of southern Africa, this legendary hunter has encountered something it appears to fear. Not a larger shark, not a human vessel, but another predator with a black and white body, a powerful social intelligence, and the ability to turn one of the ocean's deadliest animals into a carefully selected meal. These are the orcas that hunt great white sharks for their livers, and their behavior reveals one of the most precise, intelligent, and unsettling hunting traditions in the natural world. A great white shark may weigh more than 1,000 kilograms and grow several meters long. Its body is almost entirely muscle, cartilage, and instinctive predatory machinery. But hidden inside that body is an organ of extraordinary value. The liver of a great white shark is enormous, oily, and packed with energy. Unlike bony fish, sharks do not possess a swim bladder to control buoyancy. Instead, they rely partly on a large liver filled with low-density oils, especially a substance called squalane. This liver can make up a significant percentage of the shark's body weight. To an intelligent predator capable of identifying the richest part of a carcass, it is a concentrated package of fat and calories. The rest of the shark may be dangerous, muscular, and difficult to process. The liver is the prize. Reports of sharks found dead with their livers missing initially seemed almost unbelievable. Large great whites washed ashore with wounds near the chest or abdomen. In several cases, the liver had been removed with remarkable accuracy, while much of the remaining body had been left behind. Some sharks were also missing the heart, but the liver appeared to be the primary target. These were not random bites from a chaotic struggle. The injuries suggested that the predator understood where the organ was located and how to access it. The suspected hunters were two male orcas that became widely known by the names Port and Starboard, named after the way their dorsal fins bent in opposite directions. Their arrival near major shark habitats was followed by dramatic changes in great white behavior. In places where great whites had once been regularly observed, the sharks suddenly disappeared. Some left the area for weeks or months. Others appeared to abandon traditional hunting grounds after only a brief orca visit. The dominant predator had become the one fleeing. Orcas are not naturally larger than every great white, but they possess several decisive advantages. They are warm-blooded mammals with powerful muscles, high endurance, and large brains. They hunt cooperatively, communicate with one another, and can modify their behavior according to the prey they face. A great white shark is an extraordinary solitary hunter, but it usually relies on speed, surprise, and instinct. An orca approaches the problem differently. It can observe, remember, coordinate, and teach. Instead of simply attacking the shark's strongest defenses, it can search for weaknesses. One of those weaknesses is a state known as tonic immobility. When certain sharks are turned upside down, they can enter a temporary trance-like condition. Their muscles relax, their movements slow, and they may become almost motionless. Scientists do not fully understand why this response exists, but orcas appear capable of exploiting it. An orca may strike, seize, or manipulate a shark until it is rolled onto its back. Once inverted, the shark's ability to defend itself may collapse. The great white still has its teeth, but teeth are useless when the animal cannot position its body to bite. The shark that once attacked prey from below is now suspended helplessly in the water. An orca can then bite into the area near the pectoral fins, where access to the body cavity may be easier. With powerful jaws and careful movements, it can open the shark and remove the liver. The precision is remarkable because the liver is not visible from outside. The hunter must either possess an understanding of shark anatomy gained through experience or follow a technique learned from other whales. Orcas do not study anatomy in the human sense, but repeated encounters can teach them where the highest value tissue is located. An animal that discovers an efficient feeding method may repeat it. Relatives observing the behavior may learn it. Over time, a successful attack can become a cultural tradition. This is what makes the shark liver hunters so fascinating. Their behavior is not simply evidence that orcas can kill sharks. Many large predators can kill dangerous prey under the right conditions. The deeper story is that these orcas appear to hunt selectively. They may ignore much of the carcass and consume the part that provides the greatest energetic reward. This resembles the way some predators focus on specific organs or tissues. But orcas combine that selectivity with social learning and tactical flexibility. They are not merely overpowering the shark, they are solving it. In some cases, the hunt may require more than one orca. One whale can distract or block the shark while another attacks from a vulnerable angle. They may force it toward the surface, prevent it from escaping, or repeatedly strike it with their bodies. Orcas are capable of using tail slaps powerful enough to stun fish and possibly injure larger prey. They can ram with their heads, bite fins to limit movement, and coordinate their positions in three-dimensional space, even when only one whale is seen carrying out the final attack. Other group members may have played a role in locating, isolating, or controlling the shark. The ocean leaves few witnesses, and much of the hunt happens beneath the surface. But the evidence found afterward shows that the encounter was devastatingly effective. The effects extend far beyond the death of a single shark. Great whites are capable of detecting danger and responding quickly to unfamiliar threats. When orcas enter an area, surviving sharks may leave almost immediately. This creates what ecologists sometimes describe as a landscape of fear. Even though the landscape is underwater, predators do not only influence ecosystems by killing prey. Their presence changes the behavior of other animals. A great white that senses orcas may stop hunting seals, abandon a feeding ground, and move into another region. This can alter the distribution of prey and affect other predators that use the same ecosystem. In some coastal areas, the disappearance of great whites has been followed by increases in other shark species, such as bronze whalers or seven-gill sharks. These species may move into spaces previously dominated by great whites, but they may also become targets for the orcas. The arrival of a few skilled whales can therefore reorganize an entire food web. The fear spreads outward. Sharks change their movements. Seals experience different levels of predation. Competing species expand or retreat. Human researchers and tourism operators suddenly find that famous shark populations have vanished. All of this can begin with only a small number of orcas carrying specialized knowledge. This is an extraordinary example of how culture can amplify ecological power. A single hunting innovation, passed between whales, may influence hundreds of animals across an entire region. The relationship between orcas and sharks is not limited to South Africa. In other parts of the world, orcas have been observed hunting several shark species. Some have targeted blue sharks, mako sharks, tiger sharks, and even whale sharks. In the waters near the Farallon Islands of California, the presence of orcas has caused great white sharks to leave important feeding grounds. Researchers have tracked tagged sharks departing soon after orcas arrived, sometimes remaining away for long periods. The message appears to be clear. Great whites may dominate many marine predators, but they recognize orcas as a serious threat. Yet it would be inaccurate to imagine that every orca hunts sharks. Orca populations often have highly specialized diets. Some groups feed mainly on fish. Others hunt seals, dolphins, or whales. A fish-eating orca may pass near a shark without attacking it because shark hunting is not part of its learned tradition. Physical ability does not automatically produce behavior. An orca must know how to approach the shark, how to avoid its jaws, how to immobilize it, and where to bite. This knowledge likely develops through observation and practice. Young whales traveling with experienced shark hunters may watch the adults during attacks. They may participate gradually, learning how the shark turns, how quickly it accelerates, and how it responds when pushed or rolled. The same calf that first observes from a distance may later become a hunter capable of performing the technique alone. In this way, the liver hunting strategy may survive beyond the lives of the animals that first discovered it. The identities of port and starboard made the phenomenon easier for humans to follow, but the behavior may not belong only to them. Other orcas have been observed near shark carcasses or during shark attacks, suggesting that the knowledge may be spreading or may have developed independently in more than one population. This raises an important question. Are humans witnessing the beginning of a new hunting culture? Orcas are exceptionally capable of innovation. When one individual discovers a profitable food source, others may copy it. A technique that was once rare can become more common as it passes through social networks. The consequences for shark populations could be significant, especially in regions where great whites are already affected by fishing, habitat changes, and declining prey. At the same time, orcas should not be treated as villains. They are not killing sharks out of cruelty or hatred. They are predators responding to an opportunity. A shark liver provides an enormous amount of energy, and an experienced orca can obtain it with relatively little waste. Nature does not divide its animals into heroes and monsters. The great white is not evil when it attacks a seal, and the orca is not evil when it attacks the shark. Both are participants in an ancient system where survival depends on energy, risk, and adaptation. What makes the orca hunt feel disturbing is not the violence itself, but the intelligence behind it. We recognize planning in the way the whales approach. We recognize efficiency in the removal of the liver. We recognize learning in the possibility that the method is passed between individuals. The attack seems less like a blind collision between predators and more like a deliberate operation. The orca identifies the target, neutralizes its defenses, opens the body at the correct location, removes the most valuable organ, and leaves the rest behind. It is difficult to watch this behavior without sensing the presence of a mind. Great whites have survived mass extinctions, changing oceans, and millions of years of competition. Their design is ancient and nearly perfect for the role they play. But evolution does not create invincibility. Every predator has vulnerabilities. The great white's weakness is not a lack of strength. It is that it has encountered an animal capable of learning how its body works. The orca does not need stronger teeth than the shark. It only needs better information. That may be the most important lesson of all. In the ocean, intelligence can become a weapon more powerful than size, armor, or instinct. An orca family can study prey across generations. One whale discovers a weakness, another observes, a calf remembers. The method becomes faster, safer, and more precise. Eventually, a species feared by almost every animal in the sea begins to flee at the sound or scent of its hunters. Somewhere beneath the cold waters of the southern Atlantic, a great white moves through the darkness, guided by senses refined over millions of years. It is searching for seals, fish, or the faint electrical pulse of a living body. Then the water changes. A black dorsal fin breaks the surface. Another shape appears below. The shark turns. But the hunters have already begun to position themselves. For most of its life, the great white has been the threat approaching from the shadows. This time, it is the prey. The orcas do not attack without purpose. They know where to strike. They know how to roll the shark. They know what lies hidden inside its body. And when the encounter ends, the ocean's most feared shark may be left almost untouched. Except for the one organ the whales came to take. The liver is gone. The hunters disappear, and the surviving sharks abandon the region. What remains is a powerful reminder that the ocean has no permanent ruler. There is always another predator, another strategy, and another intelligence capable of rewriting the balance of power.